At Westbridge University, Liam West didn't just walk, he stormed. His white blonde hair glinting under the fluorescent lights, he radiated money, power, and the kind of arrogance that made weaker souls wilt. Billionaire parents, fraternity kingpin, Instagram god, everything and everyone bent to his whim. Professors smiled too brightly when he entered, students shuffled papers like frightened ants, and his friends licked every inch of ego he allowed them to. He had never met a no he couldn't trample. Until Zara Cole. Zara. Black, brilliant, middle class scholarship warrior with a part time job. She smelled like ambition, and it made him itch. She sat in the front row of the seminar, typing furiously. Liam swaggered in late, entourage thundering behind him, sneakers squeaking, laughter dripping with entitlement. The professor announced group presentations worth 40%. Panic struck. Students circled him like moths around fire, hoping to ride his shadow to grades and glory. Liam's eyes landed on Zara, mocking, cruel. "Hey, you front row," he called, voice slicing through the room. "You look like you actually study. Want to carry my group?" She didn't flinch. "I prefer to work alone." Laughter erupted. Not casual. It was sharp, rehearsed, venomous. Friends joined in, a symphony of cruelty. "Relax," Liam sneered. "I'm not asking you to clean my house, just the project. Be grateful someone like me is even talking to someone like you." Zara packed her laptop, moved to another seat, unshaken. Silence slammed the room. Liam's smirk faltered. Something had just grazed him, a chill he didn't recognize. The storm was coming and he wouldn't see it. 2 weeks later, the campus buzzed like a hive on fire. Liam's empire was cracking. The midterm project? A catastrophic failure. His professors' faces twisted with disbelief. Whispers of how trailed him down every hallway. The elite business incubator, his father's obsession, the golden ticket, was slipping from his grip. Panic clawed at him, sharp and relentless. An A was his only lifeline. And there she was, Zara Cole, the same girl he tried to humiliate publicly, the quiet storm who moved through the university untouched by his arrogance. Rumors of her perfect scores preceded her. She was everywhere in the top echelons of her department, and now she was his only chance. He found her in the old wooden library, scholarship corner, books stacked like fortresses around her. No entourage, no glare of cameras, no echo of money. Just her, calm, unshakable. "Zara, I need to talk to you," he stammered, the first tremor of real fear in his voice. She didn't look up. Silence slammed him harder than any insult he had thrown. "Please," he whispered, a shadow of the man who once owned the world. Her gaze lifted, calm, unflinching, sharper than any boardroom knife. "What do you want?" "I need help with the seminar project. I can't pass without you." She closed her laptop, deliberate, slow, savoring the moment. "And why should I help you?" His pride cracked like fragile glass. "Because I was horrible. I said things I can't take back." She let him sit there, drowning in the weight of his own humiliation. Around them, the library hummed softly. Outside, gossip spread like wildfire. Liam West, untouchable king, was now desperate. He had no idea how far Zara's storm would reach. Zara's voice finally cut through the tense air, soft but slicing. "Do you know how it felt, Liam? To be reduced to nothing? To have everyone in that room question your worth because of the color of your skin?" His stomach lurched, the arrogance draining out of him like water from a cracked jug. He swallowed, choking on shame he had never imagined possible. "I know," he whispered, voice breaking. I'm sorry, painfully sorry." "Say it again," she demanded, calm, unyielding. "What?" he stammered, disbelief etched across his face. "Not for me, for you. Say it again." He inhaled sharply. "I'm sorry, Zara. I was racist, cruel, and ignorant. You deserved none of it." His shoulders shook, voice cracking, tears threatening the walls of his pride. Around them, the library was silent, but outside, Liam's world was already gossiping, the untouchable king humbled, groveling for a black girl's help. Zara nodded once. "I'll help you, but I'm not saving your pride, I'm saving your future." He nodded frantically, desperation etched into every twitch of his fingers. "Whatever you need, I'll do it." Working together transformed the dynamic entirely. Zara's brilliance was merciless, precise, relentless, highlighting every flaw in Liam's ego. He tried sarcastic jokes, feigned superiority, even bribery with expensive coffee, all backfiring. She laughed once, dry and cutting. "Nice try, rich boy. Money can't fix ignorance." And every interaction shredded him further, forcing him to reckon with his toxic arrogance. Yet, amidst the humiliation, a strange respect began to bloom. He saw power, intelligence, and dignity he had never known existed in someone he once thought beneath him. Hey, if you're enjoying this intense, fiery story, make sure to like and subscribe to Bella's Quiet Place for the next part. Presentation day arrived like a storm ready to explode. Liam West, once untouchable, felt the tremor of reality in his bones. Zara's calm, methodical approach had transformed their project into a masterpiece. But the true thrill lay in the power shift. He could no longer dominate, only follow. The seminar hall brimmed with students, professors, and whispers. Everyone had heard of Liam's previous arrogance, of the public humiliation he had tried to inflict on Zara. When it was their turn, Zara spoke first. Crisp, authoritative, every word deliberate. Liam's voice trembled as he added a few points, but it was obvious who commanded the room. Gasps followed as the slides revealed staggering insights, innovative ideas, flawless logic. Liam wanted to interject, to take control, but Zara's presence was magnetic, commanding, untouchable. Every sarcastic smirk he had ever delivered bounced back into his own face. Finally, the results were announced. The highest grade. Liam hesitated, every instinct screaming to claim the glory. Then, in front of everyone, he swallowed his pride and said, "She carried this. I've learned more from her in 2 weeks than in my entire life." Silence fell, then nods of approval, murmurs of respect. Zara didn't smile. She only acknowledged him with a slight, knowing nod. Liam had been stripped bare. Arrogance, entitlement, racism, and cruelty exposed. Zara had wielded her intelligence and patience like a blade, dismantling his empire of ego without malice, only precision. Power had shifted, respect redefined, and the lesson for all, rich or poor, white or black, was crystal clear. Arrogance built on cruelty falls hardest on those who believe themselves untouchable. If you love this intense, wild story, make sure to like and subscribe to Bella's Quiet Place for more brutal, spine-chilling tales.